is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Little Caesars Arena. Tonight, the Detroit Pistons taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Philadelphia controls the tap. Danny Green to Batum. To Danny Green. Baseline drive. Short jumper off the mark.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
To Nick Batum. The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Pistons have it. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
To Batum. Nicola Batum, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Olenek matched up with Tolliver. Taken by the Sixers.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know, just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Danny Green. To Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. John Henson pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
From the outside, no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. To Walker. Going to launch beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Batum. Rebound taken by Olenek. Walker. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. To Embiid.
The NBA Season 1-1-2023 Game 2-7 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
Embiid to Danny Green. 4-3. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Into the front court, it's Walker. They trail by 7. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. To Kemba Walker. Trying to cash in. No good.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Batum. To Embiid. Batum. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
To Walker. Here comes the screen. Walker. Has a chance. Henson's shot misses.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
The NBA Season 1-1-2023 Game 2-7 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
It doesn't take a brain surgeon to know that was not a good shot. It's Detroit's ball. Taking advantage of the turnover.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Embiid to Danny Green. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Embiid. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Joel Embiid tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
To Embiid. Joel Embiid. 2 of 4 now.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
To Embiid. Oh, had him going there for a second. Another chance. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
Joel Embiid. Huge block. Danny Green to Embiid. From the painted area, won't go down. Paul Millsap. Snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Danny Green to Embiid. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Pistons ball here. Danny Green rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Now, bad pass as the Pistons come away with it. And the nice finish at the rim.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Embiid. Has a chance. Joel Embiid. 3 for 6 now.
Embiid is such an outlier. There's nothing normal about him, nor does he want anything to be normal about him, which is even scarier with a guy with that kind of talent who possesses that type of mentality. A guy that big, that dominant down low, that boy different.
Millsap. To Embiid. Oh, he had it.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
A couple of cracks at the line now.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Knocks down the first.
Substitutions, Detroit.
Able to convert on both free throws. Philadelphia with the basketball. Rebound pulled in by the Pistons. Across the timeline, it's Walker, trailing by 10. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Bagley. Lets it fly from long range. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
Here comes the screen. Embiid. The possession in favor of Detroit. And finishes strong.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. To Nick Batum. He'll get it down low to Harrell. Runner here won't go down. Walker into the front court. Down 3. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Count the basket.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Pass stolen by Detroit. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's the end of the quarter. The 76ers have the lead. second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They've played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Montrezl Harrell sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Batum. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Pistons have it. Nothing going here on that drive. Bagley to Kemba Walker. Has a look. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. To Tobias Harris. Batum. For three. Not that time. He missed it. Walker with the basketball. They're down 3. Here's a chance from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Gets it in the right corner. Batum. Finishing with finesse.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Into the front court, it's Walker. They trail by 2. To Bagley. Here comes the screen. Bagley to Walker. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Not that time. To Tobias Harris. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Nick Batum. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Here comes the screen. Walker. To Bagley. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. From long range, not getting the bounce. Dedmon, guarded by Nerlens Noel. And hits off a killer step back.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
To Kemba Walker. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Bagley to Walker. Fires the 3. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm. And that's what we saw.
Kemba Walker with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Off off the mark on his free throw. To Batum. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it. To Kemba Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Walker. And he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Spinning shot. Won't fall.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Down to 5 on the 24. To Walker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Sixers have it. Kemba Walker with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. To Kemba Walker. To Bagley. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Bagley to Walker. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kemba Walker, high degree of difficulty, but that's where he thrives. Counted for 3.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
It's good, and 1.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and 1.
Paul Millsap trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 73%. Count the free throw as well.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down a point. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Add 2 points to the board.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Paul Millsap. He's 2 for 2 now.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Walker, short jumper off the mark. Nothing going here on that drive. Goes reverse to lay it in.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Walker into the front court. He'll run the offense. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Not going down for him this time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Fires the three and knocks it down. Jay, the defender, tough to gamble that time beyond the arc.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
The drive, right to the basket. Kelly Olynyk with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Finish that. Walker. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
John Henson sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Right.
To Danny Green. Knocks down a tough shot. That was smothering defense.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Walker with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. For 3. Off the mark. No good. To Millsap. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Into the front court, it's Walker. Down just a couple. Screen coming. To Kemba Walker. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Oh, and a putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Millsap to Marcus Morris. Nice pass to get things going.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Walker. Able to convert inside.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
To Millsap. Here comes the screen. Short jumper and a putback slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
And finishes strong.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Danny Green. Kemba Walker swats it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Dwayne Dedman is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good.
Oh, I see you working out, huh?
Second and 3. Got it. 3 for 3. Nice. Late heave to beat the buzzer. So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The 76ers have themselves a narrow lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Pistons aren't down by too much at the half.
And the way things are going right now, they're trying to live or die by the 3 ball. They still have 2 quarters of action to see how it works out for them.
Have a look at the leading scores for the Detroit Pistons.
Game drive. Blocks.
All right, let's be honest. Some of these guys have been getting embarrassed tonight with the way their shots are getting blocked. But you can't deny the entertainment value.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. It's Detroit's ball. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Can't connect.
So many teams just try to beat you with their offense. Well, your offense can only take you so far. The one thing that's supposed to travel, whether you're home or away, is your defense. That's your staple.
Nothing going here on that drive. Off the mark. Sixers with the rebound. Batum. Nikola Batum. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game. Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guy's down 3. From the painted area, won't go down. To Nick Batum. The shot clock for Philadelphia. John Henson pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Danny Green to Embiid.
Right.
Danny Green to Embiid. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
And the tenacity of this game has been set from the jump ball. When guys lined up for it, I mean, you saw the bump and the pushing, the shoving going on. Guys weren't giving up that space. They let him know nothing was going to be easy this evening.
To Embiid. Pass stolen by Detroit. With the interception, great defensive play. Sixers control it. To Danny Green. Takes stock of the floor. Has a chance? Not today.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Walker. And count the basket.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it anyway.
Slams it home on the putback.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Kemba Walker. Here comes the screen. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Walker into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker. Danny Green able to recover with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Nothing going here on that drive. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Short jumper misses. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Joel Embiid, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. First one goes down.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 50.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Curling inside. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Embiid. Shot won't go. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. He'll get it down low to Harrell. Kelly Olynyk tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Nothing going here on that drive. Chance for the process. Off the mark. Well contested.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To Batum. Works it. John Henson. Huge block. Fourth this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Goes 2 for 2.
And number 3, Nerlens Noel.
Pistons ball here. Bagley. Nick Batum snatching it out of the air. Substitution being made in this one. Walker. Textbook defense. To Embiid. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Bagley. Here comes the screen. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Walker to Bagley. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Short jumper won't fall.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Goes to the right side. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Embiid. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Embiid's free throw good. A three-point play. The Sixers extend the lead. To Bagley. Cleans it up, and a putback slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Embiid. Down to Green. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Short jumper stays out.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Bagley. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Gets it in the right corner. Morris's shot won't go down.
Here we go. Here we go. D up, y'all. Green, I got your help.
Bagley. Here comes the screen. For three, with that length, you can see why Marvin Bagley was picked second by the Kings.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
To Danny Green. To Embiid. Add 2 points to the board.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Whistle stops play. Now we'll get a timeout here for Detroit as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Here's a chance from long range. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Danny Green to Embiid. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Pistons have it. Bagley. Knocked loose. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Pistons retain possession. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. That misses with 2 seconds to go. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete and a great start for the 76ers. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Sixers have the basketball. Batum to Millsap. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Paul Millsap trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Bagley to Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Marcus Morris. Millsap to Embiid. 24-second violation. Has a look. Can't connect.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Trying to cash in with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Game 2-7 Philadelphia 76ers 179 Detroit Pistons 8-1-4.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Free throws coming up.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Can't connect on the first free throw.
For the Philadelphia 76ers, number 45, Anthony Thomas. Stepping in for the Pistons, number 3, Nerlens.
Missed the second. 0 for 2.
I got it.
Goes to the left side. Embiid to Nick Batum. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Walker. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Game 2-7 Boston Celtics 1-4-4 Sacramento Kings 1-1-9 final.
Walker. Off the assist.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Embiid to Batum. It's Henson with the rebound.
I got him. I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Driving right to the basket. Ball's loose.
Game
Look at him on
2-7
the
Los
deck.
Angeles Clippers
He had all
1-2-0 Dallas
day
Mavericks
and all night
1-1-1
to knock
final.
that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Embiid. Cleans it up. Kelly Olynyk rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
It was right there. Nick Batum sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Embiid, good for 2.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with
Game
the defender
2-7
without
Atlanta
hesitation.
Hawks 1-3-4
It's Detroit's
Houston
ball.
Rockets 1-2-7 final.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Ah, the monster stuff.
And easy two, get back on defense.
Olenek against Tolliver. To Kemba Walker. Here comes the screen. Walker. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. Man, that was a tough shot.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Hey, switch, I got him.
In one. Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. To Walker. And count the basket inside.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Embiid. From the painted area, won't go down. Gets a look, can't hit. Embiid. From long range, it's Henson with the rebound. To Kemba Walker.
I told you the screen was coming.
Now a steal by Philly.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Has a chance, and he hits.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Walker with the basketball. Down a bundle. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Count the basket at the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Has a look. Simmons with a shot. That won't go. To Embiid. Screen coming.
Screen coming up, screen coming up.
Embiid. Rebound taken down by the Pistons. Pistons ball here. To Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 33, Tobias Harris. Subbing in for the Detroit.
Danny Green to Tobias Harris. Nice pass to set things up.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Kemba Walker. He scores on the step back. Jay, how did he get free?
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Embiid. Trying to cash in. Almost, but no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Detroit with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. The shot almost. To Embiid. Fires the 3, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Into the front court, it's Walker. His guys down big. Could not throw it down. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
The possession in favor of Detroit. To Walker. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. That's no good. Yes, and a foul. Three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Embiid's free throw good. A three-point play. The Sixers extend the lead. Pistons have it. To Kemba Walker. Joel Embiid with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Tobias Harris. Embiid. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Walker. 5 on the shot clock. Walker. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Danny Green. It's Embiid. Green punching it home with the putback slam.
Oof, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
And that's going to get out of bounds, so it stays with Detroit. Deep three at the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers got themselves a win here today. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Pistons didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track.
Defense.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games for the Detroit Pistons. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.